Hello, I'm Hannah, and this is Hannah's Books. I'm not sure quite what to say today. For those of you who've been following this channel, you know my husband has terminal brain cancer, glioblastoma, which has a typical prognosis of little more than a year. He had brain surgery, radiation, and many months of chemotherapy. Amazingly, he outlived that prognosis by many years. And for most of that time, he was doing extremely well. Last summer, his cancer recurred. He had a second craniotomy, a second set of radiation treatments, and more months of chemotherapy. This autumn was pretty rough. David had some serious seizures, started depending on a walker to get around as he lost more and more strength and control on his left side. And then he had a few falls that eventually meant that someone needed to be holding onto his gait belt, a strong, wide cloth belt with handles that allow the attendant to help someone to maintain balance or avoid a fall. David is thin and relatively light, but his height and his inability to control one side made me worry that I would be unable to feel confident with the gait belt. Luckily, I have. Completely. When I'm holding onto that belt, I can support all of his weight. Something of a miracle, to be honest. Well, things stabilized a bit for a while, more or less, but then a more serious decline started. During that time, David recorded an amazing interview for the public radio station WNPR with Kyone Wolfe, host of the show Audacious. I am so grateful he was able to talk with Kyone, who is just an amazing interviewer and a gentle and generous person. I'll leave a link to their conversation down in the show notes. I know David is my partner, and I might be biased, but this interview is really, really powerful. And now David is on home hospice. Wildly, for the past few weeks, he's been able to continue to telework part-time at his quite cerebral job. Now, though, it's become too much. He is stopping work now to spend time with me and the other people he loves, to talk through our writing plans, to make sure I have all the material I need to polish his chapters of our book, and honestly, just to get some rest, too. We've been incredibly fortunate to have not only each other, but a large community of friends and neighbors who've been incredibly supportive. Many of David's friends from his awkward preteen years have spent time with us, and college friends, and other family medicine docs who he's known for years, and the people we grew to think of as second family as we raised our children together here in this amazing little town right outside of Washington, D.C. And friends have been supporting not just David, but me too, including a fair number of you. Thank you very much. I don't think I'll be here much on BookTube as we go through this time together in our lives, although I do think of you all every day. And I promise I'll be back much more dependably at some point in the future. I have a couple of little things to share with you if I find a few free moments in the days right in front of us. Thank you for your friendship, for the inspiration you always give me, and for your patience. Love to all of you.